Hello again and welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for joining me on this trade review for a beloved Friday, September 5th. Um, yeah, September's already here. Summer's come and gone. Typically, we see a pullback in volume within the market during those summer months. Holidays, am I right? But the kids are back in school, and well, I think the volume's going to start pouring back in. And in all honesty, things didn't even really slow down that much this summer. It's been cooking like the entirety of it, which is really interesting, right? So, SPY is up around 650 again today, just all time high, doing its thing. Green bar, green bar, green bar. Um, Taking it easy today. It's a Friday. We don't want to get in too much. You get that sell off, right? And after the morning session, you're going to see a lot of things on Friday kind of die down, unless they've got substantial news. There's something really driving that volume that will most likely continue into next week, right? Probably like some larger market caps, right? However, we're playing small caps today, right? We got the micro market caps here to deal with today, and V is our big winner for the day here on the bottom screen. We can start out with that. Now, this had no news today, but it did have news 3 days ago, a couple days ago here. Launching a value app, AI-powered valuations for buyers, sellers, and dealers and lenders. I don't really know, but I see the volume coming in. And this weekend, we're going to do a video on my scanner that I use. I have a volume scanner and we have a news scanner. We'll do videos on that. We'll do a recap on our risk management as well. And then, you should be up to speed. And it's just playing the setups that we go through every day, right? So we see the volume coming in here, right? It's climbing up. It's literally number one on my scanner, number two on my scanner now since it's settled down for the day. But average day volume, you got 3 million here, and the current day volume's up at around 14 and a half. So high relative volume would be higher, but it had that news the other day, right? We had this chunk of volume the other day, kind of skewed the daily average up a little bit, but that's fine. We have this ripper, right? Then we have the VWAP breakdown, and it holds trend. Consolidation under VWAP above the 200, right? This is kind of the gravy zone that we are looking to enter on. If you wanted non-confirmations, just put your stop loss below the 200. That's fine, right? I kind of have more of a confirmation trader. I don't want to get into something too early. I'd rather wait and just take less of the pie, right? So we have a reversal signal, right? That's the first thing we need. We have a key level breakout. That's VWAP. That's the second thing we need. The third thing we need is a trend retest, right? And you get this on this candle here, right? We go down to the 21 and then boom, right back up. We're entering on the way up from that. Not great entry, but you get whatever fill, right? And our stop loss here is going to be below that reversal signal, right? Just tuck that in there because if the price goes below this, obviously it's going to reverse back, and even did so much higher. We get our 1-to-1, we get our 2-to-1. If you got good fills, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potential fills there. But if you didn't get it, we did have a downtrend breakout into open here, right? Or I guess out of open. And you should have definitely been able to get your fills here on this final 4 minutes, if not on your 2-to-1 runners. Aside from that, it's just Friday shenanigans, and it's not real news, it's old news. VWAP breakdown, bearish reversal signal, and just away we go. We fail a VWAP reclaim here and just super die. So, that's kind of what we'd expect. It is what it is. We get in, we get out, and we move on. That's the only trade for the day. Everything else, I'm just watching, taking it easy. It's a Friday. This was running really, really hard. PRSO, Sweden's offer to acquire Peraso with cash and stock deal, delivering value, and for now and ahead. So it's kind of fluff PR. It's whatever. Acquisition news isn't my favorite, right? But it's an itty bitty market cap. Let's take a look at it here. Go stock Titan. I don't even know if they have terms disclosed, right? PRSO. Grab it. Yeah, I don't think they're even really giving terms here. So it's just hearsay, right? Unless you're saying, oh, you're buying the whole company at X price, it's kind of meaningless. But the interest in the acquisition is important, and maybe in days coming, it comes out that they want to acquire the whole company at $250 a share, right, or something, right? Sometimes they do pay a premium to market value, right? Maybe it comes out they wanted to acquire it at $1.40 here, and that's why we're here. So just kind of watching it. That's what the eyes are for, and we can move on. ISPC, I don't like this at all. It's more of the same, and we actually seen, I think, the Nasdaq come out, and they're going to maybe be more strict with these companies doing these crypto treasuries, because it's literally criminal. No one's doing anything about it. Do massive dilution, dilute your whole company 10 times over, right? Your company's worth $10 million, and you do $1 billion dilution. It's craziness, and then you just buy crypto with it. That's what's been happening, like a lot. It's not good. So we see that here. Oh, we're doing crypto, big hype. Look at this buy up, and then the reality of it sinks in, and the reality is actually quite stark. Let me show you, just so you know. Significant capital required on the treasury program, 200 million. So they are a $2 million company who's going to raise $200 million. Oh, yeah, really? Wow. How are you magically doing that? Can I do that with my life? Literally criminal. Is this private placement, though? Yeah, so it's just discussion. It's not even news. So there's not even anything been solidified here, but it's the dilution that's going to come along with this. And it's Solana. It's not even Bitcoin or Ethereum. Solana's not the worst, but it's just all hype. And then the reality is, like, there's nothing there. And even if there was something there, I don't think it would be good. So watching it, and then just we add that to the pile to say, oh wow, that's because this is how we learned about the crypto treasuries, why they're dog shit, what makes some of them good. Some of them are private placements. It's not their own cash; it's someone else's cash being invested. Some of them aren't tied to massive dilution. Some companies are buying it with cash. They're buying an appropriate amount. They're not saying, hey, I'm a $2 million company who wants $200 million in crypto. That's craziness, right? So, aside from that, it's OPAD and open today. The interest rate plays are kind of doing their thing. Really, a lot of chop here. Some movement in the morning, but dies down. Trades flat on the day. Open, I think, was up a little bit though. It's trending. But open almost at 5 billion market cap. How high can it go? 10, 20? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see, and that's why we're watching. How much spare liquidity is in the market? Hour was another one today that we had our eyes on. It's had some movements after hours yesterday, and then pre-market this morning. Then we break down, even breaking the 200, which I don't care for, but look at the morning run here. Like, this is aggressive. We have a reversal signal, our key level breakout, which is VWAP. Here's our trend retest. Isn't it crazy how it always happens like that? You hear me say it, and it's just like, it's not that it's not here. It is every single time. Reversal, signal, key level breakout, pairing it. They have to be together. Then you have your trend retest. The rest is history, right? Then you get a nice extended run up. It does bleed down. I don't think there's any news here. Internet retail, I don't even know. And then PAPL was a private placement for a crypto treasury. Private placement's a little bit better. Let's take a look at that. I think the coin they're using is like a meme coin though. Significant dilution through 24.6 million new subscription receipts. I'm not entirely certain what a subscription receipt is, but I know what the word dilution means. INJ holdings, I mean, that is probably not a stable coin, right? So it's probably quite volatile, and if you're overcommitting, you could get liquidated, and then where's all your value gone, right? That's very bad. 100 million private placement is not bad. 12% yield through staking. Good luck. First company worldwide. That's probably not a good thing either, right? Like, who wants these tokens? So for me, I don't care, really. Like, Ethereum, Bitcoin, maybe Solana, and even then, that's like the memer of the bunch. I don't like the dilution. I don't mind the private placement. $4. We're trading at a premium of that of 6. So, why really $4? What are these receipts though? Oh, that's just how much they're churning. Never mind. You're selling subscription receipts? Man, I'm just totally confused. Let me know how this is working in the comments below. What the fuck is a subscription receipt? Anyways, the market liked it though, right? News hit, grinds up, really gets that volume into open, comes back down, reclaims view up, halt down, kind of aggressive. Eyes on this tomorrow, right? We got these fresh gaps to play. See how that pans out tomorrow. Maybe we can get into the gap, take entry above it, stop loss below it. We'll see. And then gels was our last one. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. It's Friday. Get in, make your one good trade, get out, right? So gels was just kind of up on low volume, and then once volume came in, it did pretty well. But the structure here is still not great. No news here, I don't think either. So nothing really good today. All in all, I mean, it was a nice day, right? A lot of China popping off though, which isn't great. The crypto plays aren't great either. Acquisition news I don't care for. Just playing what volume we could on V in the morning to fulfill my desire and my daily goal, and then just kind of pack it up for the day. So kind of a boring video for you guys today. But it's about the repetition of it, and not every day can be a complete banger, right? Some days, there's just not as much to interact with. And specifically Fridays, we see that. Mondays a little bit. I like to ease into it Monday because you don't necessarily know what the theme of the market is. You don't necessarily have a bias on anything. With that being said, the special cash dividend, NBY, kind of got blasted today. But look at this on the 1 day. Like, this has just been cooking. And we entered this, at $1, right? We were trading this a while ago. And we went up to 450, right? That's a massive gain from our entry off this special dividend news, right? And then we have UUU, another special dividend news. continuing to kind of roast up here, right? And then SOGP was the third one. Special dividend news. Again, we were in this at $15. We're up to 36 here. So keeping an eye open for that, I guess, in the days to come, right? So maybe some continuation on these, maybe a new special dividend play. We'll have to wait and see. Cheers. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon in the next.